Hey my friend, this is Darnell Clarke, your industry leader in this career game. Hey, the answer man, your career coach. Hey, today's topic is all around how do I get hired if I don't have the actual work experience for that position. Hey, but before I get started, hey, I got something that's gonna help you get more jobs. I created a perfect resume checklist. You know, the resume is the first thing that everybody sees when you submit it. I got a checklist that will serve you well, but you have to wait to the end to get it. It will serve you well. I know it will. So stay tuned. Now, here are the 3 ways to get a job if you don't have the actual experience. It all starts with your resume. See, your resume is crafted in a certain way that if you put the right things on there, they would not know if you don't actually have it. I'm not saying lie. I'm not saying stretch the truth or anything like that. I'm just saying put it in a certain way where they will see your strengths, what you bring to the marketplace, right? The first thing you need to do if you don't have the actual work experience for a particular position, go to Indeed.com and Google that job title. See what comes up, right? See what comes up. See what positions and the resumes and things that come up, and see if you can do that, right? See if you can do it a little bit. Try to promote the soft skills, right? And like say, if you try to go for a project manager and you've never been a project manager, but a project manager needs to schedule, needs to be able to track stuff, need to be able to communicate a plan. Hey, you might have done that before. Yeah, you might not know Microsoft project and actually go through an actual project plan, but you know how to do it. Put the soft skills in there. Break that position down. Go to Google and Monster and Career Builders and Indeed and find out those positions and find out how they're doing it. And craft your resume to those soft skills. You for sure might not know the drop-dead experience, have the drop-dead experience for a project manager, but you should be able to articulate what you can do in that role and make it detailed as possible, right? If you're a communicator, tell them how you communicate. Tell who you communicated with. You don't have to actually have that experience. Listen, let me tell you something. The person who gets a job is not the most qualified for the job. Oh, no, 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 no. The person who gets a job is the most qualified at getting a job. You must become an expert at how to get employed. I don't know if you know my background, but my background is that, hey, I was a job hopper extraordinaire. I had over 25 jobs in this marketplace. When I graduated with a computer science degree and an MBA, I went on into the marketplace and I just went from job to job to job chasing cash. And I was never the most qualified for a position because I was always going after positions that I have never done before. Who in the world would want to go for a position that you've done already? That was my crazy thinking. And you can't excel at trying to go after positions you're trying to do it for the first time. But that's what I was doing. And so they was hiring me going after positions I'd never done before. I never done before. So I did exactly that, right? That's what you need to do. Take a position on Indeed, carve it out, get the soft skills, put it in your resume, and be detailed as possible. Number 2 way, you gotta go for cheap. For right now, that means you gotta go for low positions. You gotta go for positions might not be, giving you any money, called internships or volunteerism. You must get that experience. So when I was in IT, I knew I was at the pinnacle of my career, at the top of my mountain, working for Coca-Cola, and I hated it. Ooh, did I hate it. I knew that wasn't for me. I wanted to be a career coach because I was already doing it already, but I wasn't actually a career coach. So what I started doing was going after opportunity where I'm doing it for free. The first thing I did, I engaged my church. My church pastor said on one Sunday, said he had a vision that he wanted to have his entire membership body 100% employed. And I was at a church at that time. It was a big church, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 members. And I said, yes, That's me. I can see that. So I wrote a white paper, how to do it. I submitted it to them. They contacted me and said, hey, Darnell, we wanted you to be involved with. We started this whole new program, this whole new initiative. Hey, let's rock and roll. I said, okay. And so for a year and a half, I did all the workshops. I did all that. I wrote a book. I did all that for free. I needed that experience. That's what you will have to do. You will have to go and find out opportunities where you can do it free to get that experience. You need to get in the game, and in the game, you will get the experience. And once you get that experience, then you are ready to rock and roll, but you need it. So you got to go for the cheap in the beginning. Number 3 way to be able to find and employ, get a job with no work experience. You got to get your hustle on. I am talking about people, either you are unemployed, trying to find a job that you don't have the experience, then you have to go and do number 2 and do internships and volunteer while you are not working. And then if you are working and you're trying to transition from one career to another career, then you must get your hustle on. While you are working, you must go find opportunities that's going to get you that experience. Yep, so that means you might take a part-time job. You might have to take a side job while you're still working. I am not telling you to leave while you do your side hustle. I'm talking about while you are working. Be on the side and get all that experience on the side. That's what I did. While I was working, I went and did all that for my church, and then I started doing stuff for the universities. Then I started doing stuff for nonprofits, and then I started charging. And once I started charging a little bit, I transitioned from IT and now as a career coach, because you cannot be great at your job unless you truly love what you do. All you will ever be is average, and I was tired of being average in IT. Now I'm loving what I'm doing as a career coach. I can't wait to get engaged with it. Takes me to bed at night. It wakes me up in the morning. I can't wait to get started. Days and hours just fly by when I'm engaging into doing stuff with career development. Man, it's the best thing since sliced bread. So there you go, my friend. Those are the 3 ways. Let me recap. If you have no work experience, you have to find opportunities in the marketplace, craft your resume with your soft skills. Number 2, you got to be for the cheap. And you got to go find work experience, if it's free or if it's internship or if it's volunteerism. You got to get in the game. And that was number 2. And number 3 is get your side hustle on. You have to get the experience even though you don't have it. Some way, somehow, you got to get it done. So there you go, my friend. Those are the 3 ways. I told you before in the beginning, I got something that's going to give you the ability to get more jobs. I created this perfect resume checklist. Have you ever submitted your resume and you heard nothing back from the employer? It's like you submitted your resume in a black hole. The problem is when you submit your resume, you submit it into the applicant tracking system. What the heck is that? Every time you submit your resume electronically, 85 to 90% of medium and small companies use the applicant tracking system. So when you submit your resume, it scans it in and it tries to connect your resume to see if it fits the actual job announcement. And if you didn't customize it for this actual job announcement, the applicant tracking system would delete it, kick it out, and you would never hear anything about that position. I have created the perfect resume checklist, so it gives you a step-by-step checklist to put stuff in your resume, where in your resume, so it can get past the applicant tracking system and HR. The function of the applicant tracking system and HR is one thing: to eliminate as many resumes as possible. So when it gets into the eyes of the hiring manager, it goes from 100 resumes to 4 or 5 resumes. That is how it's done, my friend. So wherever you are, I don't know where you're looking at this video, the link could be down low or up above. Click on that link. It's a free downloadable. You will truly love it. It will engage you. Because remember, your resume is an asset that you will use for the rest of your career, because the marketplace has changed. The average life cycle of a job is only 5 years. Every 3 to 5 years, you're gonna be looking for a job. So you need a resume, and this checklist will give you the resume that will get past the applicant tracking system. So there you go. That's how you do it. Go to either above and below, click on the link, get your free copy now. So if you like this video, click on the like button. I truly love it when you click on the like button and share with 3 or 4 people who are looking to get an opportunity that don't have the actual work experience. And in the comment field, give me any question. Any question you could ask me about your career, about a job, whatever it is, I have the answer for it because I am Darnell Clarke, the answer man. There's no question that you can ask me that I will not know the answer for. And this video and the rest of my videos are coming from my audience. This video came up that an audience member wanted to know how to do that. So if you want something that I haven't talked about before, if you want to hear something that's not, I haven't talked to it in my YouTube channel because I got a ton of videos out there, tell me what it is. I will craft it up, and before the year is over, I will present it before you and all the audience. And as always, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So there you go, my friend. There's one thing I know in life for sure, is that whatever you want in life, you got to go get it. I gave you the ability to go get the job that you really want, even if you don't have an experience. So there you go. So this is Darnell Clarke, your industry leader in this career game, the answer man, saying I will see you in the next video. Can't wait.